You have NFT questions?
No, but I think we should.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
No,
Hey, hi, I'm Megan Blaze and I'm an artist. So I do modeling, I paint, I do photography, and my handle is _Megan Blaze, Megan with an H, BLAZE.
Do you think like painting has evolved in any way, like the painting industry?
Yeah, definitely. We're in a new era right now.
Okay, yeah, could you tell me about it?
It's hard to explain, but I see that like a lot of pop culture, like in the art that I'm interested in, I see a lot of pop culture being reflected in that. And as an artist, you always want to think about where it's going to go next. Like, I feel like we're in a new renaissance right now, but what can we do that's going to be different? Because like we already have all the other artists and painters that have done their work. You're just trying to like be different from that.
But there's only so much you could really do with painting, right?
No, you can do anything.
The technology hasn't changed in terms of painting, right?
Yes, definitely. It has.
Yeah, I want to know. Tell me,
No.
tell me about the evolution that you, like, let's say from the early 90s.
Okay.
Now.
Early 90s. I would go like even beyond that.
Okay, let's go beyond that.
Like before the 1900s, just like paint, like in general was toxic for like oil painting. Now you could use like an iPad to do a painting. So like that's how it's evolved. You could like, it's so much safer, it's so much more accessible.
Stuff that you see like in a museum versus things that you see like online.
Interesting. I would say that I can appreciate both, like the art that I see on Instagram, but also the art that I see in the museum. I do feel like the art in the museum could be a bit overrated at times, because like it seems like that's the end goal. Like people want to get their art put up in a museum one day, but at the same time, like people are just making art for the gram or to sell it or just to hustle or just because they love it. Like there's true passion there.
On social media.
On social media, and real recognize real.
How would you be able to tell the difference between?
There is no way to tell the difference.
Really?
Are you an art critic?
No. Well, how do they tell the difference?
I don't know.
How do they tell the difference between what gets put up in a gallery and what gets?
I think just like authenticity, because like a lot of the paintings in the gallery are like older ones. Like for example, the National Art Gallery, like you'll see a lot of old paintings. But like just knowing art history, I feel like that's how people become critics to begin with.
Like something that's new and fresh. It's less
I would say like today, like I follow this account on Instagram and they post like really like funny paintings. For example, it was like an eyeball and it was like, when I look at you, I see a reflection of myself and there's just like the clown emoji painted on the eyeball. It's like, I find that comical. Yeah, I do. I'll send it to you.
some of those paintings that go for some music albums and just be like that.
Or a banana taped on a wall.
I think I've seen that. How do you make sense of that?
I would just simply say that art is priceless and you come up with the price, you know what I mean? It's like, it's how you value your artwork. That's the price and that's it. And like people are gonna wanna like negotiate with you, but you set your price. If you that's it.
You know, I get that in theory, but
In theory, in reality, but like it happens in reality. People set these prices and they sell their paintings.
okay, but how?
Because they created it, so they get to determine the price. It's that simple.
Why do I feel like it's not that simple?
I'm not sure. Like it makes sense to me. It's how you value your work.
So, like, the work that you do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and how do you go about strategy in terms of like, how do you go about strategy?
I honestly, I have no strategy. Don't put this up.
You know?
I have no strategy. For me, it's just like I paint what I like and I put a price on it, and if you want it, it's available, you should get it. If not, like that's fine too, you know what I mean? Like I'm not marketing, targeting a specific audience. It's just like these are paintings that I would want in my house. Like that's what inspires me, and when I do put them for sale, like they're up for grabs. It was actually a thing for me to like get to a point where it was okay to let go of my paintings because I just wanted to keep them, but it is a business.
Yeah, why do you think it is so difficult to let go? Is it because
I think it's more the sentimental value behind it, and just me wanting to have all of my paintings like in a vault and for them to be mine. So like down the line, I could just have all of them in my house, but I could just make prints.
you're like a story type of
So it doesn't start with the canvas.
thing?
Yeah, actually, like it starts for me. It starts with an idea. So either like, for example, I watch a movie or I see a beautiful scene somewhere. Like that's like my brain just like gets excited. That's how it starts, and I want to replicate what I saw. And then I figure out the dimensions of the canvas. That's when the canvas comes in, or even the stretcher, like the wooden frame that you put the canvas on. And then I just I sketch it. Like I sketch it on my sketchbook, just so I could get a feel of like muscle memory type things. And then after I do that on the canvas as well, and I just bang it out. So I would definitely say it would probably be like my get out painting that I put like a lot of passion into, because I was going through a breakup at the time and like I needed to like distract myself. That painting took me months. Normally I like really rush it, like because I like to bang them out like I was saying, but this one I really like took a lot of time and effort and like channeled a lot of my pain into the painting. So I think that reflects in the results that you see. So definitely being heartbroken, being sad, that's how I get some of my best pieces.
How do you channel pain in drawings or in paintings?
Channeling it, like how I transform it, I guess. I guess I just, instead of like dwelling on my emotions, I use that as like fuel to just like in the effort that I put into the painting and the detail, the attention to detail, like that's the transition. Like instead of like crying, for example, or just being upset, like just laser focus on doing like one thing at a time in this painting.
Doesn't necessarily have to do with like, red for like
No. No, definitely not. I think it's just like the effort and the time that I put into it instead of dwelling. That's how I produce these results.
it's not.
I don't think so, but that could be what they're trying to do with NFTs. But like,
Yeah.
you have NFT questions?
No, but I'm a little bit about
Yo, I don't know. I do know a bit, but like I don't really just look out for my NFT. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, do you think it's a good idea to have like this sort of visual art?
Yeah, it's great. It's not like I make physical paintings. I don't do digital art. I don't dabble in digital art yet. So it would be about the novelty of having my physical painting, if you want to own that.
Painting is associated with like peace.
I think it's because it's so painting for me, it's like therapeutic. So it's funny that you say that. I think it's just because you get really focused, like you're making colors, like you have to really like be gentle and delicate with your hand, the brush strokes, you know? So I think just the fact that you have to be patient and you have to be really like delicate, that makes it a bit therapeutic. I also I listen to music, that helps me tap in. So music is very therapeutic. And I think that's a really common thing, like people paint like and they listen to music. So just the whole thing, the experience, it's very relaxing. Also very stressful, but there's balance in that. But the end result, you just get a lot of satisfaction when you finish a piece.
Speaking of finishing, how do you know?
So they say that your painting is never really done. You just like accept where it is and you step away from it. And like that's so true because like I look at some of my paintings and I could always add a little bit more, but you just have to know, okay, this is enough. And you move on to the next piece because there's so many other things to paint.
Expensive thing.
Definitely.
Especially people who may not have access to
Good quality stuff.
quality
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's like a deterrent in some sense?
I would say people not thinking that they're good enough is what deters them from pursuing art, like painting, drawing. Just that belief that you're not good enough. It's not even about the materials because you're gonna find a way to get what you need if it's really what you want.
How do you know if you're good?
So they say that art is subjective, but I personally like compare my art to the pieces that I like. So that's how I know. Does that make sense?